Today's review is going to be Night Driver for the Atari 2600. What in the name of Donald Trump's toupee just happened to my copy of Night Driver? PAC MAN? No, I must be losing my mind. I'll just choose a different game. Yeah, we'll play a different game. Today we're going to play Laser Gates. There we go. Laser Gates, that's a good game. That's not PAC MAN. We're going to play Laser Gates. I'm not... What in blazing hell is going on here? That just changed into PAC MAN. I mean, like, I don't know, like, I don't even own 2 copies of PAC MAN, so what the... How did that... Right, I've had enough. What's going on here? Oh aye, very good. What you gonna do if I don't? Alright, fine. So today I've been given the task of reviewing PAC MAN for the Atari 2600, a game which over the years has been branded as notoriously bad. So bad that it's actually been blamed many times for the crash of the video game industry, which mainly hit America because we were all too busy playing ZX Spectrum and other such delights. So what actually makes Atari's version of PAC MAN so bad that people would claim it was one of the worst video games of all time? Well, I put it down to 2 things, to be honest. The first reason for this game being so hated isn't one I can actually back up personally, because I was born in 1991, meaning that I wasn't around when PAC MAN was such a big deal, both in the arcades and with people being so excited for the home release coming to their consoles. I mean, when you think about it, PAC MAN's pretty much the Elvis of video gaming. I mean, ask your mum about PAC MAN, she's gonna tell you she knows PAC MAN. She knows all the secrets of PAC MAN. She is the PAC MAN queen. So as you can imagine, people were pretty hungry for this game to be on their home consoles. Finally, rather than visiting those money-grabbing arcades, they could sit at home with their friends and play PAC MAN in their living room. But metaphorically speaking, instead of getting the big juicy pork chop, they got a can of Spam. The thing is, this was never going to be exactly like the arcade version of PAC MAN. Even though the wood-grained Atari monster is awesome, it just couldn't keep up with arcade hardware. The cartridges only held 4 kilobytes. I have office documents of shopping lists which are bigger than this, which is why the sound and visuals of this game can only be described as bland. Digestive biscuit without chocolate bland. It's not fair to blame all of this on the Atari hardware because great things can be done under limitations, and a great version of PAC MAN was achievable. They just didn't put in the effort. Which brings me on to my second reason for why PAC MAN was so hated, and it's because there just was a lack of effort in the design of this game. There's a few negative aspects of this game's design which really get in the way of the gameplay. The ghost sprites constantly flicker. You can't quite see where they're going to end up next because they're flickering all over the screen, and before you know it, they're bang smack in your face. Controlling PAC MAN himself is kind of like trying to walk a dog with arthritis. He just can't do much at all. Sometimes trying to perform a simple task like turning a corner just feels so sluggish. He doesn't even face the right direction when he's going vertically, he just faces horizontally. It's game flaws like this that meant that PAC MAN was doomed to fail. But all of that aside, what do I think of this game? What's my opinion on Atari's version of PAC MAN? Well, you know what? Maybe I'm just a little bit more laid back when it comes to games, but I didn't think this game was actually that bad. Not bad enough to be put into a worst video games of all time list anyway. At the end of the day, this game is still PAC MAN. You eat ghosts, you eat dots, you eat pills, and then once you've eaten everything, you move on to the next stage. That's how simple this game is. It's just a shame that they didn't actually deliver it as well as they could have. So my verdict on this game is, it's not a terrible game, but it's not a very good game either.